Hey everybody, the late start here, and today I want to talk about my endgame goals. And since the achievement diaries kind of just came out, it might have changed my plan a little. Basically, the way I saw things going before is I'd skill and skill and skill, then eventually when I got bored of skilling, I'd stop. And now that achievement diaries came out, I want to do them all, obviously, and I knew there was going to be a requirement 93 Slayer. And I knew it was going to be in there because obviously you have to do the hardest thing in your level, except maybe they're not going to ask you to hit 81 with AGS in the diaries, so you don't need 99 strength, but they're going to ask you to do pretty much everything you have access to when you're maxed. And 93 Slayer is the highest Slayer monster you have to kill. Of course, they're not gonna ask you to equip every single skill cape or something crazy like that, but still. Um, I'm not sure if I want to do 93 Slayer, because that's gonna take a really long time. But I was thinking about it, and I might, because when I'm gonna be done with construction, I'm gonna have a bunch of cash left, hopefully, because I'm planning to do construction just at the on May 17th. I want to get the skill cape. If I get it before May 17th, it's fine, but I'd like to get it on that date. Would be cool. And that means if I can get all the cash I need before May 1st or whatever, I'm gonna start doing construction just to be sure to be 99 on that day. I don't want to like get on May 18th by accident. I'd really like to get it on May 17th. And by the way, it's a pretty nice coincidence. May 17th is a Sunday, and I don't have school Monday and Tuesday. So, 4-day weekend for my 1 year of old school. That's really nice, and I was not expecting it. Um, uh, I don't have my agenda with me right now, but I checked today. I went through all the days until then, counting May 17th, and I have something like I had 339 hours to go, I think, and since then, 91 hours of Wi-Fi have passed, which leaves me with 339 minus 91, actually minus 2 for tonight. 246. That's another coincidence because that's my quest points, obviously. And I really hope they release new quest with Zia, but whatever. Um, 246 hours. Now let's say minus, um, well, actually minus 0. I'm not gonna play 246 hours, so let's multiply that by zero point 0.8. That's if I play about 25 hours per 31 hours. 31 hours my most common week, which is 2 weekends and 5 weekdays, which gets me 31 hours of Wi-Fi. If I play 25 out of those, that's like 0.81 of the Wi-Fi I use, and that leaves me with 197 hours. Let's just add zero point 0.2 hours, so we have 197. Now let's say minus 13,034 minus how much Hunter XP 7945 divided by, oh, no, 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 close that. That just really fucked up. Let's just start over. 197 hours. Now let's remove the time Hunter is going to take me, which is 13,034 minus 7945 divided by 130, let's say. So I'm left with 158 hours, and then after that I'll need to RC, and the amount of time I'll have to RC depends on my money because I'm going to be doing rune crafting for money. If I can afford to do astral runes, I'll do those. I think I can. And if I'm missing cash, well, I'll have to do cosmics, which sucks because I'll be getting about 2/3 of the XP. It's not really two-thirds, it's like 70, maybe 75% at most, but it's really close to 70% of the XP, which really sucks because it's like 100 hours of runecrafting, so 30 gone to waste in terms of XP. Now let's look at the amount of cash. I need another 80 mil minus about 10 that I have, minus about 10 I'll make on my alt, minus 13,034 minus 7,945 divided by 0.315 times 1500, 1.5 actually. Oh, I'm pretty sure I just messed up because it says I have enough cash after Hunter, which is not the case. So let me just start over. I know this video is very boring, but I want to record a very boring video today, so whatever. Times divided by 1000. Okay, so I'll make 24 mil. So I'm at 80 mil minus 10 mil I have, minus 10 mil I'll make on my alt, minus 24 from Hunter, 36 mil. If I make 400k an hour, that's 90 hours of runecrafting. And how many hours did I say I had left? I think it was 150 or so. So that leaves me with about 50, 60 to 50 hours. Did I just say 60 to 50? 50 to 60 hours to do pretty much nothing. And when I'm doing that nothing, hopefully I can make some money. But actually, I need 60 minus about 40. I have maybe at 20 hours I can do absolutely nothing if I don't lose money. And that's because I need about 40 hours to do construction. 40 hours is very, very exaggerated, but it should be about 25 hours, but I just put 40 because I'm probably not going to be all that efficient for all the time I play, and that still leaves me with another 20 hours. In 20 hours, I probably have time to complete all the hard diaries. If I don't, I am terribly bad, except for the Zulrak Hill. The Zulrak Hill might be hard. I have no clue how I'm going to get this. It's impossible. With my stats and my PVM skills, it is not happening. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, do something else. But I really want that Elite Diary completed. But that's the one the Western Provinces is the one with Zulra, and it's the one with 93 Slayers. So that's basically the two hardest things I can do right now. I can't. I don't know if it sounded like I can, but it's I can't. Obviously, I cannot kill Zulra. Well, not obviously. Some people might be like, what? You're 84 ranged, 80 defense, 80 prayer, and you can't kill Zulra? Get out. But yeah, I tried once, didn't like it, I died, and that's it. So yeah. um, this video isn't even about my endgame goals anymore. But yeah, after I'm done with construction, um, I'm gonna be preparing for Zia. So I'm gonna be doing Slayer all the way. Straight up Slayer. I might not even use a cannon for some tasks. I don't know. I'll be slaying for a bit of money also. I want to get some whips and things like that. That'll be really cool. Um, I want to be prepared for raiding. Raiding is basically like combat dungeoneering. I That's what I understood from it. Basically you get with a team. It could be like 3 people to something like 20 people. That's what Reach said. He wants to make it like really crazy good, and you're gonna be gaining like a bunch of new items for combat. Hopefully new skilling equipment, like I don't know, like they have crystal axes in RuneScape 3 and shit like that. I hope we see things like that in old school, like maybe not degradable items. I don't care much about that, but I don't care much for that actually. But the most common armor in RuneScape is probably Barrow's armor, and Well, now free to play's out actually, but before it used to be Barrows. Like most people you're gonna see are wearing Barrows items when they're doing PVM, and those are really the best sets of armor in game. Like that's the best design for armor. So I mean I don't understand why they wouldn't do it with skilling, but it's just 'cause I don't want them to make skilling a buyable. 'Cause if you can get an axe that has like a 5% chance to cut a log in one tick, people are all gonna go for it, and it's not wood cutting is gonna become viable. It's gonna be like really stupid. I don't want them to do that, but just a slightly better axe that degrades, that would be cool. But I also want to see untradeable items. Uh, Reach said he's designing, well, he said that a long time ago, so it might be like in creation right now. I'm not even sure. But he wants to make a full set of Slayer gear. So, we all have the full Slayer helm. Well, he wants to make Slayer armor, like helm, hopefully not weapon, because that'll be just shit. So I don't know if when it comes out I wanna sell my bendos or something like that, because when Zia comes out, bendos might crash like fucking shit, because it won't be as used by everybody doing Slayer. But with the rating coming out, it might raise because you're kind of gonna need bandos if you're gonna be PVMing. I guess a good way to get best of both worlds would be simply keeping your bandos and not giving a fuck about it dropping. And that's probably what I'm gonna do because after 99 construction, I want to do 99 fletching and cooking. That's gonna get me cash for bandos. I think it's like 20 mil I'm gonna make from that at least, so I can just buy tassies. I don't need BCP really. It's a waste of money. I might buy it after when I have like 10 mil I'm doing nothing with, but um, I don't really care much for BCP. It doesn't even look that nice, so yeah. What now? Hmm. I've been rambling for 12 minutes and a half. This is pretty good. Um, let me find a subject. Okay, well, I guess I found one. They introduced a new herb patch with the achievement diaries, and you have access to a herb patch on Harmony. And people are saying like, oh wow, no, farming is OP and everything. I don't think that patch is OP. Doing that patch is probably like 500k an hour, so it might not even be worth doing it because you have to get to Muscle Harmless, get to the boat to like for the other guy. There's zombies on that island. Not many people have access to it. It's like it's really not OP, and people are saying it's OP because with Falador Diaries, it's also better herbs from the Falador patch, and your tree doesn't die in Falador or something, or you get 10% more XP or whatever. And also, there's a new shortcut to get to Trollheim patch faster, and you only have to complete something like medium diaries for that, so I'm gonna be doing those after. Um, Today I did Relica medium. No, I actually finished Relica easy, medium, and hard, but I had started easy. I only had one thing left, and I was like right next to it when I DC'd. And medium, I had a couple tasks left, but it's pretty easy. It's just read the task and you know how to do it, except the lighthouse one. The lighthouse one, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just Googled it. I saw someone saying, oh, you go in the tunnels and then there's gonna be a water. You go through that and you blah blah blah, and you get to the lighthouse. And I was like, okay, well, this is clear. And I went to Waterbird Island as my first guess. I went to the DK's place and I ran and I tried to take the wrong path to get past because you can fuck up if you're going to DK's and take the wrong path. At one place there's two ladders and I was like, I think it's this one, so I'm gonna take the other one. I ended up taking the right one for DKs, so I went to the wrong place I thought, but it ended up being the right place. You have to go past DKs, and the final ladder where you go down into the DK's room. Well, you keep going after that, there's like four, five, maybe six more ladders, and you end up in the lighthouse, and you swim into the water like at the lighthouse. So it's really cool. I'd never done that. Never seen anyone doing that. That's probably one of my favorite pieces of content. Another cool thing I found in diaries. Can't remember what it was. Was it the Arduino one? They make you do some really strange stuff you wouldn't expect. Like most of the stuff I've already done, but some stuff you're just like, what the fuck? Like I've never done this. I would have never done this either. Like pickpocket Movario, I think, on the Dorgesh agility course. I would have never done that. I did the Dorgesh agility course once to check it out, just because I was curious, and I've never went back after. And I had to go back for the diaries, and I failed like four times. And I was watching a video from Jebrim, and he said, "Oh, you shouldn't do this course before level 80." And I was level 80, and I kept falling. So yeah, I would definitely not recommend doing that course before level 85 probably. But anyways, nobody has to do it because now we have rooftops, and now we have also Sears Village course, which can give 58k XP an hour, while Ardoon gives like 62. So logic? I don't know. Sears is level 60. Well, you need 75 technically to get that reward, I think, because I'm pretty sure you need the 80 agility to do the Relicat thing. I think it's a hard diary to do the Relicat course, and I'm pretty sure it's a hard diary reward for the course. So basically at level 75 you can be training from 75 to 99. You have to train at Sears because that's just the most efficient way to do it. It's better XP and better marks, and it's also better marks than Arduino. So I think someone said Trance pointed out that it might be better than Arduino because you get more marks, and I don't know if it's a significant amount, but the XP is only 2000 XP per hour lower, so if it was just only a bit more marks, it could be better. Um, well, it's not too hard to figure out, but I'm not sure about all the rates, and it's by a really small amount, so unless you have the exact numbers, you can't really know which one is better. But just because Ardoon is way cooler, I do Ardoon. And also it gives more XP, and when you're doing agility, you're not really after the GP, even though you'd make over 100 mil from 200 mil agility. No, you'd make probably about 400 mil? Yeah, you'd make around 400 mil GP if you maxed out your agility XP, but I hardly doubt that's even close to being worth it if you're doing it for the money, of course. What else? Hmm. Oh yeah, I just found something else. Um, Rendelicious was doing the podcast, Hex's podcast, of course. And he said, "Do you think with bonds being out on old school, some people are going to be buying bonds to buy money on old school, and then just do crazy expensive methods to train whatever skill they want? For example, runecrafting can be like 61k per hour if you're perfectly efficient and you're called Lelodor and you're doing lava runes. And if you're doing what are they called, nature runes, EHP is 26.5k or something, or 26.25k. So that's kind of a big difference. It's more than double the speed, and yes, you don't make money back, so Instead of making 1.3 mil or 1.4 mil an hour, you're gonna be losing like 500k an hour maybe. I don't know how much you lose, but basically lose 2 mil an hour, but every hour you do, you save an hour and 20 minutes maybe. So if people were to do it, you can work an hour, get like, let's say you make $20 an hour for some reason, even though you play RuneScape all day, and you have a job that can earn you $20 per hour. That would be surprising, but whatever. Let's say you do. Um, for every hour you play, you can get about 10 mil in old school, maybe even 12 if bonds rise, maybe 14, let's say, and basically 14 mil, 7 hours of rune crafting saved for every hour of working. That's really, really OP. So if people start doing that, well, that sucks. But people also said, well, you can do it right now if you want. There's bonds in RuneScape 3, so if you really want to do it, bonds in old school will not change anything. You can do it with RuneScape 3. You can swap your money perfectly safely with Oak Dice and RS Swap on Twitch. They will not scam you. Like they swap like 100 mil old school, so they're not gonna scam anyone. And uh, he said, "Do you think people will start doing crazy methods like mahogany tables for construction?" And mahogany tables is what I was gonna do, so I was like, "What? Isn't it efficient?" And I don't know if it's efficient, but seemed to me like it was, cause it's 140 XP per plank, and when you look at the thing, it's the amount of GP per XP is about 1350 divided by 140, so 9.64 GP per XP. Now if you multiply that by 60 XP, which is the amount of XP an oak plank gives you, the cost should be 578. Let's say the cost is 480. So minus 480, you save well, I messed up somewhere. I don't even know what I was doing at the end. But yeah, basically you save a shit ton of time for using mahogany. It's almost it's like 1.5 times faster, and it only costs you something like, let's do it again, 1350 divided by 140 minus 500 divided by 60, let's say. It's only gonna cost me times 11, 14.4 mil more to save something like 25 hours. And I want to do mahogany tables, so let's do it. And if you can afford to do that, like let's say you can runecraft double natures, well, you should definitely do that. So I don't know what's the deal with this. Maybe I'm getting ripped off and it's actually like 100 XP per plank and I'm gonna cry. But I hope I won't, cause I wouldn't wanna get fucking ripped off. I looked at two different pages and it seemed like it was 140 XP per plank. If it's not, I'm gonna be really fucking mad. And on that note, I'm out. I'm still going for 99 Hunter, um, making some gains, and hopefully making some diary gains. There's like about an hour and 40 minutes worth of diaries in the background, I think. I just sped it all up and I hope it was fine. So yeah, thanks for listening to me rambling. If you leave a like, I'll make sure to make more of these stupid fucking videos.